Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Janelle and we talk all things reselling here on YouTube. I have a big haul today, as you can see. I also have packages from my job over there that they told me not to open till Tuesday, and they came Friday. It's been killer, but tomorrow's Tuesday, so I'll be able to open those and see what is inside them. All right, so today we're gonna do a thrift haul. I was gonna do a full vlog, but there is so much stuff here that I just want to kind of go through it all, show it to you, and sort it at the same time. This is like probably a combination of 4 different things, 3 thrift trips, and then my grandma gave me some more stuff. If you are not new here, my grandma has given me some things. She used to buy a lot of Ralph Lauren, so whenever she has something like that, I tell her to give it to me. And then some like old purses that she has. I sold one of her Brahmin bags for $175, and today we have another one. It's not in the new without tag condition. It's definitely used and kind of stained, so I gotta see how much I can get for that one, but we've got some good things in here. I'm gonna start with the things that are not in a bag because this was the first thrift trip. So I realized something. My sales are slowing down, and I think it's because I continue to buy summery things. Yes, I still sold a sleeveless Bowden dress this past weekend, and these summery things are still selling, but not as much, and it makes sense. This haul you are going to see, I was on a mission to start looking for, if I'm gonna get tops that don't take up a lot of space, I want more long sleeve tops. If I'm gonna get a dress, I want it to be long sleeve. Then I started looking more at sweaters and jackets and coats and shoes and bags, and yeah. Let's get started here. So the first thing I have are these Pistola jeans. I got these because they're a size 30, which is a great size, and they are the wide leg raw hem style, which is very much in. And then the third thing was condition, right? Look at that, brand new. They are 99% cotton, only 1% elastane, so there's no polyester in these jeans, which is another factor that I think adds value. So I paid $9.75 for it. I expect to get about 40, hopefully. This was really exciting to me. This is Brunello Cucinelli. I have never found this brand, but it's one that you want to know. These are a smaller size. This is one of those, I never found this brand before. Yay, I found it. The price was right. Let me try it. This was 25% off, so this was about $6. And I think the color and everything is good for the season. These are just like some brown career wear type pants made in Italy, which is really cool. I always like to see where things are made. I don't know why. I just think it's cool. Like, these were made in Mexico. These were made in Italy. Like, how cool is that? Next up, we have these Talbot's pants. So there were 2 Talbot's pants, right? The same size, the same price, and I picked up these and I skipped over the other ones. So I'll tell you why. Talbot's pants go for about $18. Now these I paid $5 for. These I'm gonna price a little higher. I'm gonna price these at $25 to $28 because they're a size 12. They are 99% wool. They're brown, which is very in season right now. Straight leg. The size was right, the material was right, the style was right, especially for the season that we're in. The color was right, and that's why I picked up these and I passed on just any old pair of size 12 Talbot's pants, you know? These had a little bit more value to them in my eyes. Then we have some more Talbots. This is an extra large Talbot shirt. It's long sleeve. It's got a little eyelet detailing. I love eyelet. I think it's so cute. And it is button front. I just think it was really cute. It was $4, so I expect to get about 20 for this. Then we have more Talbots. These 2 were really good prices though. This was $2.75. It is a plus size X or 0X. It's a flannel, long sleeve, green, blue. I think it's good for this time of year. I'm trying to move a little quick because there's so much. Then the other Talbot's one is this flannel that is in a size 1X, so another plus size. And this one was also $2.75. Expect to get about 20 to 25 for these as well. This one I think I might have overpaid a little bit. I'm not sure. This is Ralph Lauren in a size extra large. I just think the condition's really good. Like, compared to the Talbot's ones, this is just thicker cotton. This I paid $6 for and expect to get about 25. All right, moving along. So this is a brand I say that I don't pick up anymore, but I thought, let me just try this out. So this is a Madewell dress in a size large, and it is 100% silk, which is really the reason I got it. It was $6.50, which I think for a dress is a really good price. I mean, I used to pay $7 for Madewell tops, like basic tops, and I would flip them for $25. That doesn't happen anymore. But for a large silk dress, I think I could get $25 to $30. So I'm gonna list this for about $30 to $35 and see what happens there. This I really loved. Like, if this was one size smaller, I would have kept it. Honestly, it would even look fine, oversized, but I would like to sell these kind of things this time of year, so This is an LL Bean little windbreaker jacket in a women's medium. It has the logo right here. It's 100% nylon and it's got the inner pockets. This is just such a good, like, compact little raincoat. This is definitely something that will sell quickly, I think. And then the last thing from this thrift trip was a men's item. This is a pair of Tote & Co pants. These were just placed in the women's section, which happens quite a bit. And then when I find them, I get excited. They are an organic cotton blend, size 34, which is very common size, good material makeup. This came out to about $4. And again, brown, good for the season. Organic cotton, people like that. I plan to get about 25 for these, so 4 into 25. This bag is more exciting. We'll go with the more exciting one next. All right, so I found a pair of Resell boots for $5. I know Resell doesn't sell as good as they used to, but these boots, I haven't checked the sold comps yet, but when I Google image search them, somebody had a pair listed for $85 and it had a ton of likes on Poshmark. These are also my size, not that I care to keep them at all as a Floridian, but if they don't sell for the price I want, they're my size. But they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell. They're a $5 Resell boots, and the condition's really not that bad. They're a size 9.5, which is a very popular size, and oh cool, these were made in Myanmar. I have a friend from there. See, I like seeing where things are from. I don't know. This thrift haul right here, starting with the Resell boots, this is a location of my thrift store that is, they just don't price things up as much. At my red, white, and blue, these would be $40. But at this one, they were literally priced at $4.99. It's crazy. So this whole little haul here is, I was just amazed with the prices. This is a Karen Scott Petite cardigan. Now, what I've been doing for this time of year going into the colder months is I know people want wool and they want cashmere when it comes to their sweaters and their cardigans and stuff. So I'm not really looking for bolo brands. I'm just looking for the 100% natural wool type of fiber. And then I'll look up the brand and see, is it going for anything? So a lot of these brands in this bag, because I was in the sweater section, are not crazy expensive brands, but people like the material, so then when you look up the brand with the material, they actually sell for more than you would think. Karen Scott is not a brand that I would typically get, and this is a medium petite, but this is 100% lamb's wool, and it's a button up, and I like the print of it. I think it's really cute, and it was only $3. I don't remember what the comps were, but I should be able to get somewhere at least 25, at least. All right, then we have 3 cashmere sweaters. These 2 are Uniqlo, so I'll go through them together. I think they're basically the same sweater in different colors. So this one was a size large V-neck. I will say Uniqlo is a very popular brand on these resale apps when it comes to down-filled jackets and cashmere sweaters. I've been finding both and I've been selling both. Be on the lookout for those. This came out to $6. I should be able to get 25. And then this one is in an extra small, and this one was priced at $4, and I should still be able to get about 20, 25. I'm speaking on the lower end. Like, I will list these higher than 25. I'll probably list them for like 30. Then I really liked this for myself, but I, again, don't need it here in Florida. If I ever move, then sure. But this is Cashmere Charter Club Luxury Cashmere Turtleneck Sweater in a size medium. I just love that it's a high neck. It's just really cute. I just listed a cashmere scarf from this same brand, Charter Club. Again, not a bolo brand or anything. I think it's a department store brand, to be honest. And that cashmere scarf is already getting some traction. I am sure it's gonna sell sometime this week. How much did I pay for this one? I feel like I paid up for this one. Yes, I did pay $7.50 for this one. I remember putting it back when I was in the line. I was like, I might not get it. And then I was like, no, I should be able to get $30 for this. With the neckline, comps were looking like 30. Somebody sold one for like 38, I think. So yeah. Next, a couple brands I've never found before. This one's called Comfy USA. It's made in the USA. This was only $2, and the same exact jacket in an extra large sold for $27.98 or something like that. So I expect to turn this 2 into about 25. Then this brand I had never heard of, Whisper. For this brand, comps were kind of all over the place. I actually pulled them up just so that I can remember. New ones selling for $75, $35, then I used $25, $45, $28, new $20. So it's just kind of everywhere. Pre-owned $29, new $13. So I wanted to try this myself, as this being $3, to try to list it for $20 and just go from there. See how fast it sells, and probably very style dependent. And there's not much to this. It is a size small, so I'm just gonna go with 20 and see how that goes. Next up is a brand that I love finding. It is Nick and Zoe. This is pure bread and butter for me, which is crazy because this brand retails for hundreds of dollars, but it is in a size medium, which actually still pretty much sells for me. And I like that this is a more substantial piece, being like this hooded little, kind of like a hoodie, but it's got a blazer look to it in the front with the buttons and the pockets, but then it's got the drawstring of a hoodie and the hood of a hoodie. I feel like it's just very unique, and this came out to $5. I expect to get about 25 to 30. And then last from this trip, I was also shocked by the price of this. This is a Talbot's cardigan in a size extra large petite. I love extra large petite, plus size petite do very well for me. And this is new with the tag with a $89 retail, and this came out to $5. And I also think this is gonna do really good this time of year. So with it being new with tag, I'm gonna list it for 30. Expect to get somewhere around like 28. And that is it for that thrift trip. Now we have the last bag, which is a combination of things from my grandma and things that I pulled out of my own closet. This I did buy to resell, but then I took it down and kept it for myself, wore it like once. This is bedhead pajamas. It is so soft, let me tell you. It's organic cotton and it is so soft. And as a dog lover, I just loved the little dogs on this. But now I'm just very much a like matchy pajama person, which I was not before. But since I've found really good deals on pajama sets at my thrift store, I just don't like the singular. So I am gonna list this again. I think I had it listed for 25 before, and it did get quite a bit of likes, so I might do like 20 to 25. If I remember, I think I paid $7 for it. That seems kind of high though. Might have been a little less. This is very random. My grandma said she needed a Wi-Fi extender for her room because her phone didn't work in her room. I went to her house and the router was in her room, so we realized that she actually doesn't need this. She just needed to turn on a setting on her phone. It's called like use Wi-Fi when calling or something like that. So that helped her, and she didn't need this anymore, and I think it's too late to return it, so I'm just gonna put it on eBay. This is another thing she gave me. She actually bought this for me years ago, and I just don't use it. I do think this is a cool bag, I just don't use it. Summer just ended, and I did not use this all summer. It's the only season I would even think to use something like this. And yeah, it just doesn't happen. So I use the same like 4 bags over and over. So I'm gonna try listing this. It's not any particular brand. I don't know if it's gonna sell well. If it doesn't, I will take it to Plato's Closet. But yesterday I got home and seeing all of this and the boxes and like my room right now, it just feels so cluttered. I felt like I needed to get rid of some things. So I think I'm gonna do like a Plato's Closet trip pretty soon and just take things that have been listed over a year that I only paid a couple of dollars for, take some shoes that aren't selling, and take some things of my own closet. Okay, this is something I thrifted for myself that I don't expect to profit much from, but I do expect to profit. It is, let me just make sure I have everything out of it. I always have stevia in my bags, always. This is a Dooney & Burke purse. I really hope it's real. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I don't know, it has like these little, it feels like kind of fake. This is the inner thing. I just don't know if I should sell this on eBay or take it to Plato's because I can't tell. Made in China, but then it says this. I might take this to Plato's because it kind of feels fake. That's kind of the risk with buying these things at the thrift store. A lot of purses I can tell, like with Kate Spade, with Lauren Ralph Lauren, with Coach, like I can kind of tell, but this one, I just can't tell. It's probably real. Now I'm thinking I should keep it and probably get rid of one that I know, like one of my Kate Spades. And this is probably good for the fall. I think I might keep this. Now this Dooney & Burke, my grandmother got at my thrift store, but I do think this one is real. This one I don't really have any questions about. No, I'm kind of second guessing this one too. Do people fake this brand? I'm gonna put this one aside too. I just do not want to be caught selling counterfeit items. Lauren Ralph Lauren. So this is something that she gave me, long sleeve flannel, which, you know, I got that other long sleeve flannel in the same size for $6. This one obviously I have no cost of goods. This I think is really cool. This is and you can just tell, like just feeling this quality. This was made in Mexico, like handmade, and I just think it's really cool. I don't know how well this is gonna do, but I do think it's a really cool bag. The brand is called Ariza. She has so much stuff in here though. I need to go through it. All these bags are kind of flopping, but this one will not flop. This one is good. But this is the Brahmin bag that I was talking about. I sold a red one that she gave me, new without tag, for $175. This one does have like some staining here, some staining here, some staining here, and some staining inside. So I don't know how much it'll go for, but here is the logo. There you go. It's on here as well. Used, I know they were still going for about $100. Now, with all these stains and flaws, like, I'm thinking maybe like 80, which is so crazy. That's so crazy to me. And then she gave me this Karen Kane shirt. This is like a little off-shoulder eyelet top in a size medium. I don't know how well this is going to do. Karen Kane isn't really a brand that I pick up, but with zero cost of goods, I'll probably list it for like $10 and see what happens. And then this, I don't think I'll list. I think I'm going to take this to Plato's. This is BCBG Girls. So I think I'm just going to take this to Plato's, but I appreciate the thought. I am going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you have not already, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye.